Hello everyone. Previously in part 1 and part 2 we discussed about the production of sound, its propagation and the structure and function of human ear. In this part we will discuss about wave, the frequency, time period and amplitude of a sound. Okay. So the frequency, time period and amplitude are the some properties of sound, or you can say wave, by which we can identify many other properties. Okay. So as we know, when we are hearing something, the sound comes to the listener from the speaker. Okay, so when it travels, mostly it travels through air. And earlier I have told you that in air, when the sound propagates, compression and rarefaction are produced. Okay, just like here you can very clearly find out this part. Here the particle has denser, so this part is known as compression and this part is known as rarefaction. Okay, so this compression and rarefaction are produced alternately. When we draw this compression and rarefaction in the form of wave, the waves look like this one. Okay, the wave look like this one. So here let this one be the this middle line be the mean position, then this one is compression, this will be the rarefaction, the topmost part will be compression, the lower one is be the will be what, rarefaction. Okay, so here from this only we will find out all the different concept. Okay, all the different terms like frequency, time period and amplitude. So let's begin and discuss all of these one by one. So before dealing about knowing about this what frequency, time period and all those things, first we have to know about oscillatory motion or oscillation. So I hope you people have some idea. Still, let's get some idea again. Let's get revised here. Oscillatory motion is what, when a body travels to and fro. Okay, or you can see it vibrates or it moves back and forth. Okay, what we say also back and forth motion is known as oscillatory motion. Here you can know, get the clear idea. Okay, like in a park there are many swings or so-called jhula. What happens if we will draw this jhula from this side, from a view of this side, what will happen, how it will look like, it will look like this, right? So the jhula is like this, and in this part the bar is here. Suppose you are swinging, how you will swing, this is the mean position, right? You can get it. Okay, so if you are going to swing here, how you will move, initially you are here, it will come this way, that is 2, again come to mean position, again will come to this side, that is fro. So if this is 2, this is what, fro, or back and forth, back and forth. Okay, so this type of motion is known as oscillatory motion. So how can we define oscillatory motion? When an object moves along a mean position, that is oscillatory motion. Here in the spring also moves up and down. Normally whatever may be the mean position, it will come up, then down, up down, up down, up down, this will happen. So this is also one type of what, oscillatory motion. If we will represent this in a plain paper, we can represent it like this, right, in the form of a wave. Now come to oscillation. What oscillation is? Almost the same thing, the same concept is here. Oscillation means what? An oscillation is said to be the movement of an object from one point to another point in a periodic time. Okay, or what is one oscillation in a periodic time? Means suppose here a ball is suspended, like you can see this diagram here, the ball is suspended here. Okay, so this be the mean position, the object will move here like this. Okay, so this is known as oscillation, or an object in oscillatory motion is said to be in oscillation. Now the thing is, what is known as one oscillation? What do we mean by one oscillation? One oscillation means, let this be the mean position, this one here, this is the mean position. The object will come to what? One side. The object will come to one side towards this up to the extreme point. Again it will come to the mean position. Now it will come to another side extreme position. Again it will come back to its original mean position. Okay, so this is known as one oscillation. Clear? One back and forth complete movement is known as one oscillation. Clear, everyone? Next, come to frequency. Frequency means the number of oscillation an object takes per second is called its frequency. Okay, means how many oscillation the object is completing in 1 second. Remember the time, huh? Remember the definition for every term. Just remember the definition, it's very crucial. Okay, so here the number of oscillation, let what the object, this ball completes how many oscillation? Suppose one oscillation, then its frequency is 1 hertz. Okay, here we will discuss, and the SI unit of frequency is hertz, HERTZ, simply HZ. Okay, so 20 hertz means 20 oscillation per second, 15 hertz means 15 oscillation per second, 20 means 20, 35 means 30 hertz per second, 30 oscillation per second. Okay, so in graph how does it looks like? How? Let it, if it is, we are taking one what second, so in 1 second, suppose let this be the time period. If the object is moving slowly, okay, means it may complete one oscillation in 1 second. Okay, if not like that, then what? If the object is moving how many oscillation, let it will move like this. Okay, here, so up to this point, how many oscillation the object is completing? Up to this point, right? How many? So this point is the what denotes one oscillation. This is the mean point, back, forth, again a mean point. Up to this it is one oscillation. Now again this one, another oscillation, again this will be one oscillation, again let it be another one oscillation. So here the object is completing 4 oscillation. Okay, so its frequency is 4 hertz. Clear? Okay, so definitely the graph, this graph is of low frequency, this is of high frequency. Next, time period. What is time period? Time period means the time taken by an object to complete one oscillation. Okay, or one complete oscillation, that is known as time period of the wave. Okay, so the time taken for one complete oscillation of a sound wave is called the time period of the sound wave. Now look how much time it is taking. So the SI unit of time period will be second only. Okay, SI unit is what? Second. Just like the time period of the time, SI unit of time. Now amplitude. What is amplitude? The number of molecules that a sound wave displays from the mean position creates the amplitude. Means how many molecules it displays from its mean position. Amplitude is the maximum displacement experienced by a particle from its mean position. Okay, while the molecule or the particle is vibrating, what will happen? It is being displaced from its mean position. Okay, and the maximum displacement that it experience. Let take an example here. Okay, let this much. Okay, so this line, this line denotes the mean position. So this is the maximum displacement, right? This is the maximum displacement. Okay, so how we'll measure the displacement here? Have a look. This one. Okay, this maximum height, this height is known as what? Amplitude. Okay, this is what? Amplitude denoted as capital A. Okay, now another thing, one more thing I would like to discuss here that is not mentioned. Wavelength. What is wavelength? Wavelength means, let this is the mean position, right? This is the mean position if the object completes one oscillation. Okay, this much. So this length from here to here up to this point, this length is known as the wavelength of a wave. And now look, this is what? A wave, and this from this point to this point is a complete wave. The length of a complete wave is what? Wavelength, or we can say lambda. This symbol, this is known as LAMBDA, lambda. Okay, this one, or the symbol of wavelength is lambda. Clear? And its SI unit will be, what will be the SI unit? Its SI unit is meter. Okay, its SI unit will be what? Meter. So this was all about wave, frequency, time period, oscillation, wavelength and amplitude. I hope you people enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.